going on, everybody? Lawson Turner back. Another episode of the Cover 2 podcast. I just want to get straight into it. Let's get straight into the second playing game of the East. The Atlanta Hawks traveling to Chicago to take on the Chicago Bulls. This game, I think it's going to be a lot more entertaining than what people think and believe. Um, Chicago won the regular season matchup 2 games to 1. Um, The only close one, well, close was the first game that was played on December 26th. The Bulls won by 5, and then the Bulls won by 10, and then the Hawks won by 12. So they're all relatively close games. And when you have two of these subpar teams, because I do think if both teams were at full, if they both were 100% healthy, I think this would be a crazy entertaining game. Let's look at who's out. Zach LaVine out, foot. We've known this for months and months and months since he had surgery. Patrick Williams out, foot is what it is. He's a good wing defender. Ayo DeSamo is questionable with a quad. Andre Drummond is questionable with an ankle. For the Hawks, Jalen Johnson is out with an ankle. Jalen Johnson is fantastic. I love his game. I think he's going to be a great forward for years to come, but he is out for tonight. Sadiq Bey out, ACL, 3 and D role player, sucks. Okongwu, their backup center, out. So we got Trae Young still not trying to find where he fits in this new, I wouldn't say a role, but he missed a lot of, games in the second half of the season because he had hand surgery. And DeJounte Murray was putting it on as the guy. So we're gonna have DeAndre Hunter, Trae Young, DeJounte Murray, Bogey, and Clint against Disamo, Kobe White, DeMar Vucevic, and Alex Caruso. This game is a lot of people will consider this game the battle of the mid because it's two just middle of the pack teams due to injuries and lack of regular season success, which kind of go hand in hand with those injuries. You know what I'm saying? Um, this game is gonna be tough. Winner of this plays loser of Heat Sixers, which maybe they get rolled Friday anyways against loser of that game. I'm picking the Hawks to win. I like the Hawks to win. I think this could. I don't see Chicago having an answer for either of Atlanta's guards, or I don't see how they could keep Clint off the glass either. Because as much as we love Vucevic, and I love him, I liked him when he was in Orlando. I've always been higher on the Bulls than most over the past 2 years since they've had the DeMar, Zach LaVine, Vucevic kind of core of a team, but they just haven't had any postseason success, which is understandable because the top of the East is so strong, and the middle of the pack is the middle, and the bottom of the East is the bottom of the East for a reason. With all that being said, I don't think anyone is gonna mess with. See, like Crusoe is one of, if not the best one of the best perimeter defenders when it comes to guards in the NBA. But there's only one of him, and he'll probably be on Trae Young. So that leaves DeJounte to be guarded by DeSomo, and then Bogey's going to be running around, and Clint's going to be all over the offensive glass. This game is it's a battle of like I said, the battle of the mid. Like both teams, middle of the pack. Their season's been derailed by injuries. They're in the 9-10 spot for a reason. All that being said, I'm taking the Hawks. I think the Hawks squeak past the Bulls. I think it'll be a really close game. I could see it being between 2 and a 7-point game. Really close, really close, really close with these two good teams. The only problem with the Hawks is they're not like outside of their starting five, they're not deep due to their injuries. But neither is Chicago. Neither is Chicago. This game's going to be. I expect both starting fives to play heavier minutes, and then winner of this will probably take on, if my predictions are right, I'm going to take on the Miami Heat, and then they'll probably go as far as that game. They could upset the Heat if Terry Rozier doesn't play, but that's a topic and discussion for another time. Thank you guys for watching. As always, I'm Lawson Turner for the Cover 2 podcast, and I will talk to you guys and see you guys later. Peace.